Midday News is brought to you by Dogra A1 Digital Hearing Aid Center Jammu, offering special discounts for the senior citizens and reimbursement schemes for the government employees. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had said hardworking people of Pulwama district are making country self-sufficient in the field of pencil making and playing an important role in educating the entire country, while the Kashmir Valley in a meeting almost 90% of the demand of pencil slate timber casings of entire country, and of that a very large share comes from the South Kashmir district. In the monthly Mann Ki Baat radio broadcast, Modi made a special mention to the Pulwama districts and cited working of the enterprising person Mansoor Ahmed Ali, who had risen from simple workman involved in woodcutting to a businessman whose turnover ran across into crores.
कश्मीर का पुलवामा पूरे देश को पढ़ाने में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभा रहा है। आज देश भर में बच्चे अपना होमवर्क करते हैं, नोट्स बनाते हैं, तो कहीं न कहीं इसके पीछे पुलवामा के लोगों की कड़ी मेहनत भी है।
Asserting that the accession of Jammu and Kashmir with India was final and complete, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh on Sunday said the former Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru was responsible for the delayed integration of the erstwhile state. The minister said historians need to address why Prime Minister Nehru violated the democratic property by intruding into the domain of his own, Home Minister Sardar Patel. Former legislator and various public delegations on Sunday called on the Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha here at the Raj Bhavan and sought his interventions in the early readdressal of their issues and grievances. While interacting with the members of delegation, Lieutenant Governor observed that the JK government is committed to reaching out to the people with the responsive and accountable governance and is taking comprehensive measures for assuring prompt and speedy disposal of the grievances. UT administration is dedicated towards equitable development and welfare of all the sections of society without discrimination, he added. He assured the members of delegation at all their genuine issues would be looked into the meticulously and taken up for readdressal. Protesting against PDP Chief Mehbooba Mufti's remarks on the national flag, a group of youths took out a march outside the party office in Jammu on Sunday and tried to hoist the tricolour atop the building, but was stopped by the police. The incidents came day after the People's Democratic Party president said she is not interested in contesting elections or holding the tricolour till the constitutional changes enforced on the August 5th last year are rolled back. Mufti had said she would hold the national flag only when the separate flag of the erstwhile state is restored. Installation of smart electricity meters to bringing transparency in billing and reduce power losses will begin in Jammu and Kashmir from the next month. In the first phase starting November 15th, about 20,000 meters would be installed in a twin city, and the process would continue in the phased manner till the entire 2 lakh meters sanctioned under the Prime Minister Development Programme is installed. This was revealed at the meeting chaired by the Principal Secretary PDD Rohit Kansal to review the centrally sponsored scheme and installations of the smart meters. The COVID tally of Jammu and Kashmir rose to 91,861 on Sunday with the 532 fresh cases, while the death toll climbed to 1,438 as 8 more people succumbed to the disease. Of the fresh cases, 177 are from Jammu and 355 are from the Kashmir Valley. Srinagar district reported the highest number of new cases at 124, followed by 113 in Jammu and district. There are 7,565 active cases of coronavirus disease, while 82,858 patients have recovered so far. More than 39,000 pilgrims paid obeisance during the 9 days of Navratras at Sri Mata Vaishno Devi Caves Shrine, authorities said on Sunday. The official further said that out of the total number of pilgrims who visited during this period, 15,764 were from Jammu and Kashmir and 24,210 were from the other parts of the country. The Shrine Board has made elaborate arrangements to facilitate the pilgrims visiting the holy cave shrines during the Navratras. With 45,149 new COVID-19 cases, India's total case surged to 79,09,960 on Monday, according to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. With 480 new deaths, the COVID-19 toll mounted to 1,19,014 as per the Union Health Ministry. The number of total active COVID-19 cases stood at 6,53,717 after a decrease of 14,437 in the last 24 hours. Total cured cases stand to 71,37,229 from 59,105 new discharges in the last 24 hours. To provide a platform to the youth to showcase their talent, Army's Jammu and Kashmir Light Infantry Regiment organized a Jasn-e-Hunar event which left the audience enthralled. The event was held at JAKLI Center at Rangreet, started with the soulful Sufiana song by Farooq Umar Bhatt, which was followed by a Kashmiri folk song by Saqib. The Jasn-e-Hunar included a light classical song by Junaid, who was the winner of the recently concluded Kashmiri Sitare competition organized by the Kashmiri Gulkar Society. The society is headed by the renowned singer Gulzar Ghani. Mughal Road was closed for traffic after rain and fresh snowfall in the higher reaches of Pir Panchal. Official sources said there was rain and snowfall in Pir Ki Gali area on Sunday. About 5 to 6 inches of snow was witnessed at Pir Ki Gali. The road turned slippery and posing risk to the lives of the road users. Thereafter, the authorities suspended the movement of traffic on the road. The Jammu and Kashmir government has evacuated about 7,05,799 JK residents stranded in the other parts of the country due to the COVID lockdown via Lakhanpur and through special trains and buses till date amidst the strict observance and all the necessary guidelines and standard operating procedures. As per the official data receiving in this regards, the Jammu and Kashmir administration has received 155 special trains of Jammu and Udhampur railway station from different states and UTs so far, with about 1,40,292 passengers, while about 5,65,507 people from the other states and union territories, including 937 from abroad, have been evacuated by the government through Lakhanpur till date. Top commanders of Army will carry out a comprehensive assessment of India's combat readiness in the eastern Ladakh as well as the other sensitive areas along the line of actual control with China at a 4-day conference in the beginning Monday. The commanders will also deliberate on a slew of long-pending reform measures like cutting down on ceremonial practices and non-military activities to ensure a rational distribution of the resources.